Hello and welcome. Thank you for taking the time to watch this brief webinar on the importance of school attendance in relation to academic success. My name is Samantha Paff, and I am the 7th grade counselor at Brownsburg West Middle School. As school counselors, we're here to support our students in 3 aspects of development: career, social, emotional, and academic. School attendance falls under the academic umbrella, so I wanted to provide some statistics relating school attendance to academic success, as well as some resources that may help improve school attendance. So I'd like to start with a quick little quiz. So answer these questions as we go, and there's 4 of them. We'll just see how well we do. In order to stay engaged in school and on track to graduation, students should miss no more than blank days per school year: 5, 9, 12, or 15. So the answer to this one is 9. While 9 may not seem like a ton of days for a whole school year, the days start to add up, and the amount of material missed during those days could have a drastic impact on school performance. The next question: absences could be a sign of which of the following? Losing interest in school, struggling with the academic work, dealing with a bully, or all of the above? The answer to this one is D, all of the above. While there could be several other reasons why a student is missing school, these are just a few examples of maybe some reasons why your child does not want to come. The third question: by 9th grade, the practice of regularly missing school is one of 3 signs the student may drop out of high school. True or false? The answer to this one is false. The question should read: by 6th grade, the practice of regularly missing school is one of 3 signs that students may drop out of high school. So as early as 6th grade, missing school frequently can be an indicator of dropping out of high school. And finally, question number 4. A student can be chronically absent even if they miss a day or 2 every few weeks. True or false? This one is true. Missing 2 days a month ends up being 10% of the whole school year. So a child missing this amount of school is going to miss a lot of valuable information and opportunities. So those were some attendance statistics relating the importance of school attendance towards academic success. And so with the following few slides, I wanted to provide some tips on how to help your child stay on track to success. So the first tip would just be to make school attendance a priority. So a few examples of that: talking about the importance of showing up to school every day. So if you're a working parent or a working guardian, just explaining to the student that you go to work every day and school is their work, and it's just as important for them to go to school every day. Helping your child set up daily routines. So having a set homework time when they get home, that they know this is the time I'm going to work on homework. Having a set bedtime just to make sure they get plenty of rest so they have enough energy for the school day ahead. Finally, complaints of headaches or stomach aches could be signs of anxiety in your child. So keeping them home if they're sick, but if they're not actually sick and it's more of an anxiety issue, then at least just getting them to school. And once they get here, we as counselors can work with your child to help give them some coping strategies, to help get them calmed down for the morning and end up getting them back in class as soon as possible to help carry out the rest of their day. The second tip would be to help your teens stay engaged. So a few examples of that would be talking about whether they feel safe at school and whether they feel challenged and engaged in their classes. I know sometimes all it takes is just emailing a teacher and seeing kind of what they're working on in class, and if there's anything that you as the parent could be working on at home to help challenge them some more and help them to be more engaged in that content. Also, again, talking about whether they feel safe at school. So keeping those communication lines open with your child so that they feel comfortable telling you if there's something going on where they are feeling unsafe and not wanting to come. Check PowerSchool to help hold students accountable for their academic success. There's something really powerful about a child knowing that their parents checking in on missing assignments and their grades, and really that accountability in knowing that that you're going to say something if they don't have something turned in, or you're going to help them if there's something that they seem to be struggling with. Monitoring your child's social media accounts. This is pretty huge right now. Middle school is so different now than even when I was in school. We didn't have cell phones or social media at that time, but drama can start online the night before through social media apps, and then that can really have an effect on whether or not a child feels comfortable coming to school that next day. So monitoring those accounts, talking to your child about using social media appropriately and kindly towards one another, and also just reiterating that accounts should be private, not public, those kinds of things. And finally, encouraging after school activities is such a great way to meet new people through school and can really open up those avenues for them wanting to get more involved in coming to school. And finally, just communicating with the school. We want to work with you. So becoming familiar with the school's attendance policy, and if there's any questions about that, just reaching out to your child's counselor or assistant principal, and we can answer any questions that you have about that. Talking to teachers if you are noticing changes in your child's behavior at home. I know that they could really have some good insight maybe on anything they've been noticing at school that they could share with you. And finally, reaching out to your child's school counselor if you're having trouble getting your child to school. Again, we are here to support your child, and we are here to support you. So please reach out to us if there's any concerns you have or any resources that we can provide you with, anything. And we are here for you and your family. Finally, I wanted to provide the link to our guidance website for Brownsburg West Middle School. If you click on the link, we've got some resources on there, counseling resources, as well as a page that has each of our contact info on there for 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade counselors if you need to reach out to one of us. Again, so much for taking the time to join me, learning a little bit about how school attendance can have an impact on academic success and really the importance of being at school as much as possible. And hopefully some of those resources are helpful in helping you communicate with your teen and helping to get them to school as much as possible and to help them grow in that potential and achieve that academic success that we all know that they're capable of. Thank you again.